So this is Asian Cast 11, and it's Asian Cast Baking Edition. You can see me. But so this is me. One of my many cooking scenarios I'll be doing for Asian Cast, you know. And right now I'm making Joey's birthday cake. And as you saw in the intro, I already measured everything out. And got ready for the mixing. So I wouldn't have to keep you guys too long. And this is going to be a two-part thing, one for the cooking and one for the decorating. Alright, so here we go. So it consists of 1 can of pumpkin, pure pumpkin. I'm just going to get that up in there. Oh, that's so nasty. So, hopefully pretty soon I'll have more cooking with Asian casts coming up. Like, probably when I cook for banquet, I'll make another cooking edition, except it won't be bacon edition, it'll be barbecue edition. I think I'm making ribs for you guys, some pork ribs for banquet, and that's about all. So you just want to try and get all the pumpkin puree out of there. That way you can get as much pumpkin-y flavor as you possibly can. And I personally like making all my cakes from scratch, but sometimes it's not always possible. And I have to use a box cake, which is in this case, luckily I don't have to. And yeah, and for this recipe it's fairly easy. It just says combine all the ingredients. So yeah, I'm just going to do that, but just add the dry ingredients in a separate bowl. Mix those together first, then add the egg and pumpkin and oil. So we got 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and I meant 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, I'm sorry, and 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. Then we got 1 cup of sugar. It's actually 1 3/4 cup, and I just didn't have another measuring cup, so I'm going to use one of these. Just rinse it out. This has some sugar, there's some salt in it, so it's okay. Just get some. These are each 1/4 cup, so this needs 3 of these. So 1, 2. Yeah. And that's all for the sugar. And then it asks for 2 cups of flour, and that's all the dry ingredients. So really when it asks to combine all the ingredients like that together first, I just want to whisk it together, try and get, so that way it's just all incorporated, you know. So you're just using a basking motion, try and get all the ingredients from the bottom up to the top, all the ingredients from the top up to the bottom. Try not to make a mess over yourself. So after you just do that, this also puts air into the flour, which will end up making a lighter, fluffier cake. Like when you sift flour, that's why some recipes ask for sifted flour, because it actually makes the cake more tender, which is a very good thing. So I think that's pretty well incorporated. Now we're just going to add this to the pumpkin puree. Add 1 egg, or 4 eggs, 1 cup. If you use like the all beaten eggs like I do that come in a carton, it's 1 cup for 4 eggs. So we just want to get all of that eggy goodness out of there. And like I said, this will be in 2 parts, and we want our oven to be at 350, and hopefully in the middle rack. We're gonna. So yeah, like I was saying, we mixed all the ingredients together, the flour, the egg, and hold up. Now the oil. So there's all that. We just want to get all that in there. And yes, 350-degree oven. And that's pretty much it. This is still pretty much clean. Just like when you use dry ingredients, really all you need to do is wash it out with water. Just get a clean cloth and wipe it out, because it's not really dirty, you know. So, and Missy Ozzy, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but it's the way I roll. Missy Ozzy's my culinary teacher, and she really wouldn't be happy with me if she saw me doing that. Yeah, we just do that. So that way you don't make a mess. You just get your river scraper and kind of knead this together by hand first. So that way it's already kind of incorporated, you know. You just do that. And this is going to make a 2-layer 9-inch round cake. If that made any sense to you. You know, and this, you can see, looks very, very unappealing and disgusting. So, we're just going to get all that nastiness off of there and set aside. I don't want to dirty more dishes, so I'm going to be lazy, just use some brownie. That's brownie. So, if you want to get your mixer, put it on a medium speed. Just start mixing that around. And you want to get to where all the clumps are pretty much gone. Scrape around the edges as needed. So turn up the power as needed also. And this really is looking more like a pumpkin pie batter than pumpkin cake batter. We'll see what happens when it comes out. Let's get all that off of there. I'll let you see how it looks now as opposed to how it was earlier. You can see how it's way different. And have it on high speed now to get more air into it. You know, just get it really mixed really good. And yeah, this is going to go into 2 well-greased 9-inch pans, which I forgot to take out, so I'll have to get those out for you guys. And that about does it. So let's get those all cleaned up. Even try some. It really tastes not that bad. Tastes like liquid pumpkin pie, you know? Kind of weird. And I just also like to kind of clean as I go. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing now, so that way I don't have too much stuff to put away when I'm done. Anyway.